Hey guys, it's Monotone Kami, and I want to welcome you guys back to the channel. And today we're going to be talking about the Nike ordeal that's going on the internet as of right now. Let's see here. So the gist of it so far is that the homie Colin Kaepernick and everything that's been going on as of, I think, almost a week, something like that. It's a semi-old subject, but anyway, what happened is Nike adds Colin Kaepernick to their 30th anniversary of the Just Do It slogan, and Kaepernick's the face of it, and now it's a big deal in America. And really, it's not even that much of a serious issue. It's kind of lame and bland that that's the focus as of right now. I really think there's another issue that could be dealt with in the US other than Kaepernick being signed with Nike for the 30th year anniversary, but that's just my opinion. But on the actual matter is the fact that news outlets are getting involved in, being the voice of a large group of people. Now, for those of you who don't know who Colin Kaepernick is, he's a quarterback, I think. I'm not really going to go into detail for what team he plays for, and apparently he's not really good at being the quarterback, but at the same time he also is he's kind of one of the best that they picked up during that year, or he's doing as good as other quarterbacks during that year when he was drafted. Anyway, he kneeled for the national anthem, or not, I think it was national anthem or something during a football game, and pretty much all of the US really kind of flipped, and it became an entire split subject. And at the time, there was a serious issue with police brutality against blacks in the US during this time. It was getting a bit heated. So he talked to another football player actually, and he suggested that he kneel. It was a sign of respect, and it's also done for fallen soldiers. And Kaepernick just took the advice and did what he had to do. Again, during the time, this is during police brutality in the US. It was very heated, and he said he was just doing it just because of the fact that he felt like it was just really unjust that all these blacks were getting beat up, and he was just trying to take a stand for what he believed in. And everyone in the US, not really everyone, but half of the US was just deeming this guy as the worst man on the planet. He's not showing his support for the US, this, that. A lot of people just speaking for a lot of veterans, and that really in itself is just kind of stupid. Veterans didn't really truly seem like they were bothered by it at all. If anything, they kind of praised Kaepernick for doing that, taking a knee during the national anthem. But at the same time, it's if they really don't see it as much of an issue, why does everyone else see it as an issue? I feel like a lot of the people who were complaining about Kaepernick and the decision he made have never even really dealt with someone who's been in the military, or just really have anything to do with someone in the military. I think it's just really a bunch of old heads who like football, just want Kaepernick to stay into football and not worry about politics, and that just kind of diminishes some people's humanity that they have. I get football itself is a sport, but there's a lot more to the people who play the actual sport other than just them being a really good player. And I feel like during this entire situation, a lot of people is only seeing them as athletes, as if athletes only have to worry about training and being good at what they do, when really, athletes actually have a bit of character to them. Some are a bit charismatic. They just add, a bit of oomph to everything that they do. They all have personalities and whatnot. And I feel like a lot of people who are mad at Kaepernick kind of only just see him as an athlete, and that's all they want to see him as. That's all they want to see anyone as whenever they do a sport or something like that. So personally, my take on the whole Kaepernick situation is he did something respectful. He stood up for what he believed in, and he's still doing that now, which should be a sign for the rest of us to follow. You know, no matter what people throw at you or say about you, just stand for what you believe in. And I mean, you know, the rest of it will be history. Eventually, it'll die off. I mean, of course, since this is Nike and this is like football, it'll take a minute to, you know, die off. But in general, just if you have something that you believe in, just keep believing in it and don't worry about anybody else's opinion. As for the burning the Nike gear part, that's just really dumb. That's just really stupid. There's no reason to go and burn your Nike gear just because of, you know, some situation. And like, if you're just gonna sit there and burn or tear or destroy stuff that you've already paid for, I get you paid for it so you can do what you want with it, but why not just go give it to like the homeless or someone who actually needs it instead of being selfish? That's just my take on it. Just don't be selfish with stuff that you don't want. If you don't want it, then, you know, just get rid of it or give it to someone else who's less fortunate to have stuff like that. And of course, you know, a lot of people don't really think about that kind of stuff. As you can see with everyone on the videos destroying their Nike gear, you know, they don't care about other people. They're just kind of selfish. But yeah, other than that, Kevin Kaepernick's doing what he's got to do out here to make sure he's getting paid, and I think a lot of people are just putting in their own input because they have some agenda to get across, and it's failing. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Before I end this, a little opinion on Donald Trump. Mr. Donald J. Trump really has his nose in so many other subjects and situations that are going on right now, but yet he himself is, man, oh my gosh, there's so much going on with this man, and it sucks. He's out here firing people, and like they're trying to get an investigation going, and this and that, and send the White House. Dude, stay in the White House. That's all I gotta say. Stay in the White House. Let all this outside stuff happen outside. Smoke it ease like some villains at the county heights. Everything is gonna be alright. ひもとうまるちゃん R はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。
このアニメ、うちの会社がスポンサーだったのか。